Howdy, hey. I'm Kevin and I play The Binding of Isaac. Continuing on from the last recording, I have not even gotten up from my seat to take a stretch break or anything. I'm gonna keep going. I trust the process now. Okay. This is not bad. We can do this with mom's key. This is not bad. No, this is so doable. Okay. No, actually the tears are abysmal. So hold that thought. I even okay, last episode I even had a docket, and this is, if I don't start immediately with the docket, I'm gonna go in circles and I'll never get to the docket. The docket, I was told one time by a close friend of mine that I smell savory. And I didn't know what that meant for the longest time. And when a good friend tells you, it's because he's lived with me and he came into my room one time, and he told me that I smelled savory. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And you don't know what you really smell like because you're used to your own smell. You can't look at the forest when you're in the woods. You know what I mean? So I have no clue what I objectively smell like. So my friend says I smell savory. I don't take it as a compliment. I take it as I don't smell bad. If I smelled bad, he wouldn't have brought it up at all, right? He said that once. I have not forgotten about it. This was years ago. And ever since, I have wondered what that meant. And recently, I kind of figure out what he meant by that I smell savory. I think it's just like my, I don't want to say it. I think it's like my body odor. And the thing is, I take my personal hygiene very seriously. But when I'm not in the position to smell myself, you can't smell yourself. So you have to take other people's reviews into account when you can't review yourself accurately. Not naturally, right? So I was like, okay, it must be my body odor, because I have a long sesh. You know what I mean? I have a long gaming sesh. And then I can smell myself, and it's even though I clean myself I scrub myself down with soap, every nook and cranny, but I guess I still smell savory, and I kind of wish that I didn't smell savory. I wish that I smelled like, I don't know, popcorn or something. And the thing is, I have deodorant, I have a cologne. I don't use either of them very much, but listen, I try to keep myself scent free. And now, you may be saying, yeah, buddy, that's what, when you smell savory, that's when you use deodorant or cologne. The cologne, it was given to me on my 18th birthday. That was 8 years ago. And I am about halfway through the bottle. I think it's 100 ml eau de toilette. I don't know. I guess I don't like strong scents. I don't like strong anything really. I don't like bright lights. I don't like strong smells. I don't like loud noises. I'm a delicate creature. So because for me, I don't like strong smells. I guess I try to avoid it for other people. And if people at work, people like nurses, rather, nurses, I don't know what it is about nurses. Some of them put a lot of makeup, they put a lot of a perfume on for work. Girl, who are you trying to impress? What are we doing here? Like, are we... Sure, yeah, you know, you want to look good for yourself and for the people around you, but when the people around you are like, sometimes creepy old men. Not that, oh, you know, you shouldn't, like, no makeup allowed. I'm not saying, I'm not asking for the Sharia law here. I'm asking, hey, you know, maybe let's go easy on the perfumes. And yes, I am asking everyone else to appeal to my standards. And realize that their way of thinking is wrong. Oh, darn it. I just don't like using too much of my cologne. Sometimes I wear it, like, to go to bed. Sometimes I want to, you know. Oh, okay. Okay, Libra's bad. Okay, that's really cool. Sometimes I want to smell nice when I'm going to bed. You know, it makes me feel attractive. I don't... Okay. So, I don't wear it that much in the morning. I guess. I just wear it more to bed than I wear it to go outside. Because I'm not out there trying to impress nobody. I'm trying to respect the other people's sensitive noses. I do use it once a while. I don't know, it's kind of sporadic. Sometimes I'm like, this week I'm gonna put on my cologne, and the rest of the week is like, you know, who cares? And I know that it would help me from smelling savory. I don't know. I guess I'd rather smell savory than overly like my cologne. I don't even know the name of my cologne. But it smells nice. Again, it was for my 18th birthday, and my brother got it for me, so... And they say that to pick out the right cologne or right scent for you, you have to go with someone that knows you and like knows that this smell would suit the person wearing it, so that you don't... like, it should match the personality, so that you don't act one way and you don't... You know... So that I don't smell like coffee wood and like fire, you know, charcoal or whatever, and I'm not that kind of person or whatever, right? And I can't even describe what my cologne smells like. But I like it. I'm probably gonna wear it for the next like decade. Okay, listen. How I dislike strong scents so much. I recently switched like everything to I switched my like laundry detergent to a scent-free one. I didn't know they existed, and now that I know they exist, I am kind of hooked on them. Sure, when I wash my clothes, I want them to smell, you know, like laundry detergent, but... Or maybe I just wanted to smell like nothing. I'd rather smell like nothing than, you know, smell too strongly of, I don't know, like fresh linen, like artificial fresh linen or whatever. Ideally, however, I would wash all my clothes, I'll scrub myself down so that everything is scent-free, and I would apply a little bit of scent so that it has a, you know, the smell, that so that I know that it's clean and the nice smell lingers. I don't know. And it's not even just for me, dude. It's for other people that are like me. I think, okay, the people that are like me have a hard time advocating for themselves. When they people like me, they need someone to say, no, he didn't order the bacon sandwich. Can you get the sausage sandwich like he ordered? I am the type to just eat whatever the waiter gives me. Whatever, regardless if it's the right food that I ordered or not. Like, sir, here's your peanut sandwich. But sir, I said I was allergic to peanut. Okay. Okay, thank you. And people, yeah. So I want to be considerate, and that starts with me, and it starts with me smelling savory. Now this is where I reveal a family secret. My brother and my dad. This is like this is a family secret. Yeah, my brother, one of them, my brother and my dad have undergone a surgery to reduce the savory smells from themselves. Now, this is one of the childhood stories where I don't know if it's real or not, but I have a clear memory of my dad and my brother being in essentially with like a cast on that makes them look like they're being crucified. Let me explain. So it's like it was an armpit, it's an underarm, like sweat gland something surgery. I don't know exactly what. I kind of wish I knew. But after, the surgery happens underarm naturally. So after the surgery, I guess they needed to, look like they're being crucified with like some fixation device. I think that they had a cast on essentially where they just looked like they were, with their arms out to their sides. They're T-posing essentially. And my God, I wish I knew what the surgery was. I'm so curious now. And honestly, I couldn't even tell that they got the surgery. They smell savory as all hell. Let me tell you. They don't smell any different from I do. I didn't have the surgery done, thankfully. I don't know why. I don't even know what the surgery is called, man. I think it was supposed to reduce their like underarm sweat, so that they don't smell when they're sweaty. But they still sweat, I think, and they still they smell savory. That hasn't changed how they smell. It didn't change how they smell. And I'm glad that I didn't get the same operation, because I would be pissed if I had to be in an awkward cast for however long that I can't remember, and I still smelled, exactly as I did before. Or maybe they smelled fine for like a year or two and then it went back. But just still the same issue that persists. And after my parents kind of figured out that it just doesn't work, their next solution was, I need some offensive items. This is not an offensive item. Well, it can be. Sure. My dad buys this deodorant cream. Now, this is not a stick of deodorant. This is like it comes in a small plastic circular container. How do I explain this? It doesn't come in a stick. It's kind of all I can tell. It comes in like a little, it looks like a makeup container. And then you put like the white deodorant paste on. you know, under your arm. And then you don't smell savory for like a week. And honestly, it is very much life-changing. The only thing is that it's, from what I can understand, it's like hundreds of dollars. And I don't even know where my dad gets them. Ugh. Well, I have two of these little fuckers. Where was I? Yeah, and you know, sometimes I use it. The only thing is that it leaves a very strong white streak under your arm for like a day. So you just have to make sure that you're not going anywhere where it looks like you have like white fungus going under your arm. But after that, it kind of absorbs it, and it's great. It smells great. It's just I can't get more of it, so I have just kind of accepted smelling savory. I know that I have been looking at other perfumes, maybe, or my other colognes, because maybe I just don't like the cologne that I have. I've never been a cologne guy. Never been a cologne guy, but I remember Wubby talking about a cologne brand that he wears, and it's like Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I was at the airport. I was like, okay, let's see what all the fuss is about. And because he says that he gets a lot of compliments from the cologne that he wears. I was like, okay, I don't know what it smells like, so let me find out. So when I was last at the airport, I was like, oh, where are the Jean-Paul Gaultiers? And Jacqueline that was there with me was like, oh, this he looks like he knows something about something. Like Jean-Paul who? No, I don't think it impressed her. I don't think she cares at all. But it made me feel knowledgeable, even asking, you know, the what is it? What are they called? The airport cologne store attendant. It made me feel very knowledgeable. And then I finally found it, and I smelled it, and it wasn't that good. It's just a cologne. It just smells like man cologne. Maybe my nose isn't very refined. Maybe it's very sensitive and very dull at the same time, so that I can't appreciate what a good cologne smells like. Okay, hold on. I guess I have to imagine. Hold on. What the hell do we do here? So hard to remove all crystal. Oh, we take this. Sure, this is fine. This is fine. We'll just do the floor again. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, and I guess like it's a cologne that would befit him, but like for me, I guess me not liking colognes, I don't know. Like maybe cologne isn't for me. Maybe I'm just meant to smell savory for the rest of my life, which is kind of a terrible fate now that I think about it. But I don't smell bad. I have a very strict and very serious, very diligent cleaning routine. I have a short hair, so I wash my hair every day. I honestly don't understand how women are like, oh, this is a no hair wash day. I used to do that as a kid when I had longer hair, and I felt like that was an embarrassing thing to admit, like even as a kid. But nowadays, adult women not washing their hair every day, I guess I kind of get it. You know, hair being very tough to dry and all. But girl, I'd rather have like, I don't know, for me, if I had long hair now, I would rather have wet hair for a little bit than greasy hair. I'm not saying all long hairs are greasy, but that's a whole different point. Hold on. Nice. I don't want a monster manual, actually. Yep, that's perfect. My cleaning routine is I essentially scrub my whole body and my face every time with a washcloth. I don't even know if did I talk about this? I'm gonna hope that I didn't talk about this. I'm feeling a very strong deja vu right now. So I hope that I didn't talk about it. But regardless, I scrub myself very diligently with like a wash rag. When I say wash rag, it sounds dirty, but it's a very clean wash rag, you know, that I dry after every shower sesh. Okay, how good is this? Do we need it? Do we need this? Let me think. Damage, fire rate multiplier. I think this kills us more than it actually helps us, which is a little unfortunate. I wash my hair every time, of course. I scrub my face, and then I shave every other day. Honestly, there should be no reason why I smell savory at all. I should smell. What is it? I should smell clean and clear, which I think is the name of the laundry detergent that is like clear and scent free. I don't know, maybe it's an aging thing, because I've just noticed it more recently than before. Now, like, I do anything and I'm like, and then I sniff myself. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I don't know if, okay, they say that if you can smell yourself, other people can smell you. I really hope that's not the case, because I smell myself, I'm like, I need a shower stat. And like, I didn't even do anything, and I need a shower. It's like, man, I hate getting old. Try Baby is actually really good. Try Baby is typically good. And I shave myself with a safety razor. I have recommended it to just about every growing boy in my like 50 mile vicinity, that you should be, if you have facial hair growing, you should invest in a safety razor. It's not very complicated. I did not mean to use that. I've taught my friend to use it, but then he's still like so worried about like cutting himself. And of course it happens. It's part of the process. You know, you can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs. That's how I see it. So when I shave myself and I look in the mirror and, you know, there's like little blood spots, I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's the price that I pay for basically free shaving. And I need a lot of shaving because my facial hair is pretty coarse and it grows out pretty fast. And it doesn't grow out in a good way. It's very patchy. I do need to like stay facial hair free for as long as possible. I did have a time period in my life when I didn't shave for like a week, and I I look pretty homeless. So I have a pretty strict shaving regimen too. And before this, I had like a, you know, those like cartridge shavers. And those, dude, some of the prices on that is incredibly expensive. Even when I'm going around Costco and I see, oh, like Gillette cartridge thing, it's like for a cartridge of 20, it's like how many dollars? And I can't remember how much it is exactly, because you know I've graduated from shaving with that thing a long time ago, so you know it doesn't concern me anymore. It's ridiculously expensive. Me, like with my, I forget which model I have, but it's like essentially it holds a safety razor, like a single blade of safety razor, and I can use both sides of the blade to shave. And like 100 of those safety razors is like $11 or something like that. So essentially for like a good few years, I can get a good shave in after, you know, I invest in the actual shaving cartridge like holder, the shaving blade holder. You know, I hear people talking about just like, oh, you know, you should just use an electric one or just use a cartridge one. Like I've tried everything under the sun. Just take some time to learn how to shave properly so you can save yourself some money, like in the long run. Like life is longer than, if you're growing out your facial hair like at the age of 16, this is a perfect time to learn, because this will pay dividends over the rest of your life. And sure, you can buy like a, you know, Philips One, whatever those things are. It's like bladeless, and it like trims your hairs somehow. I haven't used it. I only seen just the packaging of it. It's I don't know how it works, and I don't care to know how it works. Okay, but the thing is, yes, get a single edge razor, like a safety razor shaving kit or whatever. But never ever buy a like shaving cream. For a long time, I trusted shaving creams or like shaving gels or whatever. Dude, those are always a scam. Just use, I don't know, soap. Soap works just as well, and shaving cream is just a scam. They're so expensive, and they're like, oh, it hydrates your skin and it reduces nicks and cuts by 50%. Dude, it's just use soap. It's one less thing for you to carry in your shower. Or I shave in the shower, so that's why I say shower. But it's one less thing for you to have in your like bathroom sink. You use your choice of face wash to shave. It's okay, it's good enough for your face already. And you already have it. So you know, you just one less thing to buy. There's no reason to buy those like canned Gillette like shaving cream gels, or even one of those like lathering ones that you use a little brush. Ouija board. And when I say safety razors, I mean, how do I say this? It's like a little blade, a little cartridge-looking blade. And some people use it to bake, and other people use it to do other multitude of stuff. It's not, I'm not talking about the one that's like, that someone's grandpa used. You know, or the one that barbershops use, rather. With like the satisfying videos of people cutting off or like shaving, you know, ridiculously thick beards. With like one single swoop, like half their beard is gone. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about like, it looks like a cartridge shaver with a handle and like a square. I wish I had a camera. I wish I could show it. But no, not the grandpa ones that looks like a pocket knife. No. The only issues with those is that with, I guess, any shaving implements that is not electric, is that airports love to stop my baggages to see if I'm carrying blades with the shaving handle. And, you know, like by now I'm smart enough to not pack my razors. And the safety razors are available like everywhere and they're very cheap. But I guess that's the only advantage, if I can think of any, of the safety razors versus the electric ones. In every other capacity, electric ones are just simply better. And my mom always tells me to like never use conditioner. I'm like, okay, mom, whatever. And I keep using conditioner. And she's like, I can tell that you've been using conditioner because your hair looks like it's thinning out or whatever. I'm like, okay, mom, whatever. And then I don't use conditioner for like a month, and she immediately, well, not she doesn't immediately know, but then she can tell. I'm like, what does she see that I don't? So something about the, you know, the big conditioner companies. Don't listen to Johnson & Johnson. Or what's the company's name? SC Johnson. Oh, I'm not gonna risk any of these items. My DPS is so low. Okay, we'll just have to hope for the best in the chest. We can survive. We can survive until there. Maybe we should have taken the cap. Maybe that would have solved all our problems. Dude! That's not good. Actually, that's fine. I want to clear the room for the item charge. I need someone else to smell me. I need a smell check. I need someone to tell me if I smell savory. And I really wish that I don't smell savory. Nice. I think there's worse ways to smell, objectively. A lot of people in transit, oh my god. A lot of people in transit, this smells like body odor. And, you know, whether that's because they don't have access to showers, I'm talking about like people in trains and buses. Oh my god, I'm just getting hit. This is not good. Okay, come on. Yeah, whether that's train or buses. A lot of people just smell bad. I can't stand it. And also that coupled with limited airflow or like limited air conditioning or air purification in Montreal Transit. So often, or every time actually, the whole transit just smells like body odor. Body odor and like drugs. Dude, this week, one of these days, like one of the days that I had, I was heading to work and there's like there's people just casually smoking out of a pipe, like a crack pipe. God bless them. And I probably should have reported them to transit police, but the thing is, transit police don't do anything, man. They just watch it and they just like, maybe they kick them out. But then I felt bad. I'm like, but where would they smoke crack? They're gonna smoke. I don't know. It felt bad. Like, of course, I don't want to smoke like indoors when I'm commuting to work. But also at the same time, like, if he gets kicked out, where will he smoke crack? I'm kicking him out of his natural habitat. Like, I feel like I'm overstepping the boundary somehow by kicking someone like that out. Too much of a guilty conscience, man. Like, I gotta. It's cold outside. If they're cold, you're cold. You let those you let the crack smokers in. I don't know. It was an ethical conundrum. I wish I didn't have to think about the ethical conundrums of kicking someone out. Because by all logic, it's, you know, they're legally not allowed to be there. But also they're already there and they're like, you know, already lighting one up. I don't want to ruin their high. They work so hard for it. And don't get me started on like cigarette smoke. Man, like there's always someone that smokes. There's also always someone smoking in like the undercover like shelter area for the buses. So some of the bus stations have like a little, I don't know, shelter. Hold on. And obviously, they should not be smoking anything in there. I don't know what it is about rude people. They just can't help themselves but like chain smoke in like the undercover area, and it's like freezing everywhere else. Either I embrace the cigarette smoke and I sit covered in cigarette smoke but stay warm, or I stay cold and breathe in fresh freezing air. And every time I'm never willingly breathing in cigarette smoke. I could smell like, you know, disgusting bodily smells all day. But if it's like cigarette smoke, anything chemically, it just like pisses me off from other people's lack of considerations than the smell itself. The smell itself of cigarettes is not bad. Sometimes they're like okay, because it reminds me of my father in a weird way. But when I'm like, first thing in the morning, I'm running out to catch the bus, and there's like 3 people that's like standing right next to the line, smoking cigarettes. I feel like I've ranted about smokers so many times already. But I was also thinking of a would you rather question. Would you rather sit in a room with someone that has 20% chance of smoking crack or 90% chance of smoking a cigarette? Now, like, depending on your risk tolerance, it might be a very straightforward choice. I guess it's okay, maybe not 90%. Let's say like 75% chance. So let's say 25% chance of someone smoking crack in the same room as you, or 75% chance of them smoking a cigarette. Whatever the odds are, for me, I guess to me, the smell of crack and cigarettes is like the same, because they're both equally inconsiderate, and the smell itself can be ignored despite my sensitive nose. And why can't, okay, I understand that addiction is an addiction. But if you need to smoke, can't it wait? Why are you lighting one up at the front of the bus with a downwind so that it blows into everyone else that's at the bus stop, man? Also, it's like 6:30 in the morning. Why can't you drink coffee like everyone else? Ooh, extension cord. Does this help us? Does this do anything? Maybe. Maybe. Honestly, if coffee smelled bad, I guess I would hate it too. It's because they're making an unhealthy choice for themselves, but also at the same time making an unhealthy choice for others. Secondhand smoke is a real danger for asthmatics, you know, and people with little patience for such people, I guess. I don't know how well this extension cord trinket is playing out. I guess not very well. That's okay. Thank you. Okay. That is another win on the board. 21. We're counting up. It's honestly much higher than I anticipated, even now. But that's how you beat the Binding of Isaac. Thanks for watching.